Imagine you're searching online for a sewing machine and you see two ads. The first has a ton of client reviews. The second doesn't have any. Which one would you click on first? Probably the one with all the reviews, right? Did you know you can use the same exact trick for search ads? That means if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a plumber, an electrician, actually, it doesn't matter what business you have, just using this one trick is going to work for you. They actually did a case study and they put out two sets of ads. One with social proof, in other words, reviews copy-pasted, and another one with no reviews whatsoever. And the ones with the reviews copy-pasted not only had a better conversion rate, but also the cost per lead was 23.7% less than the other set of ads. And it gets even better. Ex-Google employees are using this exact same trick to get their clients amazing results.
So we actually do this in pretty much every client's account. There are no accounts anymore that we manage without having reviews in the descriptions.
And in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the perfect review. And if you don't have one, I'm going to show you how to get the perfect review in less than 30 minutes. All right, so the first thing you're probably wondering is, Devon, how am I supposed to get the review into my ad? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you. Now, I'm logged into Google Ads right now, and all you need to do is click on Overview and then come down to the section that says Ads. And I'll move myself out of the way. I'll put myself over here. All right, so we have our ad over there. Now what I need to do is I need to click on this little pencil icon. And what that's going to do is it'll open up the ad application. And then all you need to do is scroll down to your description, and you're going to take your main description. I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to put that over there. And that's going to give me this gap over here. And I'm just going to write client review dash Devon is amazing. Now, this review is not really going to help us much. So in the next section of this video, I'm going to show you how to find the right review, because just saying that you're amazing or you're wonderful, that's really not going to get you any more clients. All right, so I am going to go to my course reviews, right? So these are all of the reviews that I had for my Google Ads course. Link is down in the description, by the way. So as you can see, we've got a lot of 5-star reviews over here. So which one would I choose? Which one would I use in a Google ad? Now, the first thing that I'm going to say to you is that if you have a business and you have a ton of reviews anyway, like for example, you've been doing this for 10 years and you've got over 500 reviews on Google reviews, or maybe you have over 5,000 reviews on Trustpilot, you don't need to reinvent the wheel and you don't need to pick one specific review. Just brag about all of the reviews that you already have. So you can say something like, over 400 5-star reviews on Google, and you can just copy paste and put that into your ad, and that's going to work great. Or write that into your ad and that's going to work great. You don't need to go find a specific review. And this also shows that you have authority. It shows that you're a market leader, and it shows that people can trust you, which is pretty important when they're making their decision. The second type of business is maybe you have a service-based business. Like, for example, maybe you're a real estate agent and you know you like working with pilots and you'd like to have more pilots as clients because those are your best clients. What you can do is make sure that anybody who has pilot as a job title or mentioned in their review that they are a pilot, you want to use that in the review and you want to make sure that it's showcased in your Google ad. Like for example, I'm a pilot and I bought a house from John and I'm pretty happy. All the other pilots who are thinking about buying real estate are going to say, hey, I want to use this guy because it seems like this guy works with a lot of pilots and it seems like he knows what he's doing. The third type is if you're a coach or you do some sort of service that's transformational. So for example, if you're a personal trainer and you help people lose weight, obviously you want a review that showcases that transformation. So for example, I'm a Google Ads coach. I help small business owners make money by running their own ads. So I'm going to show you an example, and I'm going to find an example of somebody who made money with my course. So for example, Gia over here says, I cover the cost of the course 5 times in January and I made $3,000. that would be a perfect review to use. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is this. If you are copy pasting in this review, don't go and try and copy paste in the whole thing. Well, this one, I think I can copy paste the whole thing. Might just go just underneath 90 characters, but there is a 90 character limit. So, for example, Michael's review over here, there is no way that I'm going to put all of that into a Google ad description. So what you want to do is you want to find the most important part. With Gia, I can say, I made $3,000 from just one of the home students that I got from my online school. That is perfect. And especially if I'm trying to showcase to other private tutors that my course can help them, then I would use that particular review. All right, so if you don't like your reviews or you just have no reviews, I'm going to show you my secret weapon. This is how you get reviews and how you get great reviews in less than 30 minutes. All you need to do is use the software called Senja. Now, I'm inside my Senja account right now, but I'll show you what it looks like when you go onto the website for the first time. And basically, when I use Senja, I always get amazing testimonials. And I'll show you a couple of tricks. So you go in here and you basically click on invite a customer. Then you choose your product or your service. So I'm going to say profitable PPC. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say invite using email. And now I just need to type in the customer's name. So I'm going to say Mr. Customer and email address. There we go. And I'm going to say next. And here's the cool part. I'm just going to move myself over here. As you can see, I now get to choose whether it is a short message, the default message, or I could write something more friendly or formal. It takes all of the work of the awkwardness and I don't know what to say and I don't know what to ask them. It kind of just does it for you so you don't have to think about it. And when the client writes that review, they can upload a video, they can share a picture of themselves if they want. Senja handles all of that. Now, earlier, remember we talked about that transformation, and if you're a personal trainer, you want somebody to talk about them losing weight. Like, it's very important that they say the right thing in the review. You can do that with Senja, and I'll show you how. You get to edit the form. And what you can basically do is it's a multi-step form. So what you can do is you can ask them maybe for negative feedback and you can exclude that from the review. Or what you can do is you can ask them a particular question. So let's go over here. I can say add question. And now it's going to give you all of these things that you can ask them, or you can just write your own question. Like, so for example, me, I could say, what was life like before you bought our Google Ads course? And then I can say, what type of results did you get after you bought our Google Ads course? And that makes it pretty clearly because, it makes it pretty cool because all you need to do then is just take the before, take the after, glue them together, and then you have a beautiful little review. And that's Senja. And I love it. And I'm going to include a free trial down in the description below. If you want to check it out, check it out. It's completely great. I've been using it forever and I absolutely love it. All right, so now you know what to put in the description of your ad, but what do you actually put in the headline of your ad? Well, that's exactly why I made this video over here. See you on the next one.